swear we have to do this. A bit of a hill.
His mother said, if you're coming to school, you got to bring your sister because they have to go and work in the fields. So this kid carries his 1-year-old sister everywhere. A lot of those kids don't eat in the morning. A lot of those kids, the only place they do eat is at that school.
I thought going up that mountain, Mary's meals can reach everywhere that there's a hungry child.
You see what happens after a simple meal? It just came to life.
Love reaches everywhere.
Parkview Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Keep it 100. Yeah.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com. Once again, we are at Leo High School in Leo, Indiana, and it's another SAC versus Northeast State matchup. This time the Lions taking on the Snider Panthers. I'm Thad Goff bringing you the broadcast. Deontay Davis will be my cameraman. Leo is off to a 2-0 start, but so at this point is Snider. And Snider, they had to replace a lot of great talent from a year ago, a team that won a sectional championship, a team that won, I believe it was 17 games during the regular season last year, and had great scoring from a number of different guys, particularly Michael Ely. He averaged over 21 points a game, and he's now playing with Elevation Prep. He had one year of high school basketball eligibility left, but he's going to finish out his quote-unquote high school career at the prep level playing for Elevation. And also Dylan Duff and Isaac Farnsworth were two other great scorers. They graduated. They're both at Rose-Hulman. John Barnes Jr., another really talented basketball player, he's at Rose-Hulman too, and he's playing football over there. The Snider team graduated a whole lot of seniors. Jay-Sean Underwood is another one, and he was a guy who was their leader in assists, if I'm not mistaken, a year ago. Was a great facilitator on the floor and seemed like he was always looking to pass the ball. He would often run the floor. He would often serve as the point guard, but was often looking to pass the ball a little bit before trying to shoot the ball. Now, this Leo team, they've got talent all across the board, and a lot of it is, of course, returning talent. You think about guys like DJ Allen and Zach Troyer on the interior, and you just look at the difference as far as size is concerned. That could be a factor yet again tonight. It certainly was a factor against Southside. Southside had a tough time penetrating against those guys. Wayne was able to cut into the deficit on Wednesday night when they were down here. Actually took the lead in the second half, but Leo ended up pulling away. They won it 49-39 when all was said and done. The biggest guy on the Snider side is 6'4". That's Grant Brown. He's a junior. As far as the starting lineup is concerned, it's a rather small lineup for Snider. Carson Jenkins at 6'1", getting the start at guard, along with Tyrese Brown at 6 foot flat. He also plays guard. It's basically an all-guard starting lineup for Snider's team. Aiden Lambert, Donovan Smith, and Jade Moore. Now, Aiden Lambert and Carson Jenkins have had great seasons. They have been the leading scorers for Snider in their first couple of games, both of which were wins against Merrillville and East Noble. They each scored over 25 points in the game against Merrillville. That was the opener. So they could prove to be a huge factor in this upcoming game against Leo. But again, Leo has the advantage not only with the size of Troyer and Allen. Now, Allen has yet to score in double figures so far this season, but the season is young, of course. Blake Davidson has done an excellent job. I should say Blake Davison has done an excellent job running the floor this year. He has been the leading scorer, put up 16 points in the victory over Wayne on Wednesday, put up 30 points in the victory over Southside on the road. It has been all SAC opponents for the Leo Lions, but so far the SAC has not been an issue for the Lions out of the Northeast 8 Conference. They are 2-0 against the SAC thus far. As I mentioned, the Lions are part of the Northeast 8 Conference along with teams like Norwell and New Haven. New Haven's got a big game tonight, by the way. We'll touch on that as we go on. And Norwell, they've already suffered a loss against Carroll. That was on the road. That Carroll team's going to do a lot of damage, but this Leo team looks like it's going to do a lot of damage. I mentioned Snider was sectional champions a year ago. Leo won their sectional over at Garrett High School. Would have gone on to regionals. In fact, they were slated to go to regionals. Obviously, you win sectionals, you go to regionals, but then the coronavirus pandemic hit. Who knows just how far this Leo team would have gone. They had to beat Lures en route to that sectional championship, and they also had to avenge a regular season loss to Concordia in that sectional final game. They beat the Cadets in a close one. Concordia certainly kept themselves in it, but Leo was able to pull away in the end. We'll be right back after this break. You are watching high school basketball here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Welcome back, everybody. We are a couple minutes away from the start of this game between Leo and Snider. Now, I mentioned the size advantage that Leo has, particularly with Zach Troyer and DJ Allen. Now, Snider, they may not have a whole lot of size on their side. However, they've got plenty of speed, and if they can rely on their guards and those guards can get the dribble penetration game going, who knows, that could greatly affect the outcome of this game and not only get the dribble penetration game going, but get good open looks off that dribble penetration. Jade Moore is a guy who's hit some big shots. I believe he had a game winner against Churubusco last year during the regular season. Well, we have a chance to go ahead and get a word from our sponsors that allow us to come out and do these games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit DriveKelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions and enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit ottenweller.contracting.com. That's ottenwellercontracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Our players are equipped with the elite level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, a system and a solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. El Azteca. Actually, we are going to have the national anthem here at Leo High School.
junior, number 1, Carson Jenkins. At guard, a 6-foot junior, number 5, Tyrese Brown. At guard, a 6-foot 2-inch junior, number 14, Aiden Lambert. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 23, Donovan Smith. And at the other guard, a 6-foot 2-inch senior, number 24, Jade Moore. The Panthers are coached by Jeremy Roush, assisted by Keel Dagger, Edward Dyson III. And now for the starting lineup for your Leo Lions. At guard, a 6-foot 1-inch senior, number 12, Blake Davison. At guard, a 5-foot 9-inch senior, number 14, Cam Rose. At the other guard, a 6-foot 3-inch junior, number 25, Aiden Rubel. At forward, a 6-foot 7-inch junior, number 32, DJ Allen. And at forward, a 6-foot 6-inch senior, number 34, Zach Troyer. The Lions are coached by Kerry Cocknell, assisted by Tyler Morningstar.
Well, I talked about the lack of experience for Snider coming into this game. However, in reaching out with head coach Jeremy Roush, he did say that he's very pleased with how his group this year is progressing and went on to say, quote, "We have a long way to go, but we play hard and play together, and those are the foundational pieces for sustained success," end quote. And, of course, Snider trying to build off the success of last year's regional title run. Now, this is largely a group of juniors and sophomores in the starting lineup. The exception to that, actually two exceptions, it's Jade Moore and Donovan Smith are both seniors in the starting lineup. They're 2 of 3 seniors on this team. That ball is touched by the Panthers. Moore was able to save it, and we're underway. This is Carson Jenkins with the basketball. He's been a double-digit scorer so far this season. He fakes the shot there and then swings it over to Tyrese Brown, the multi-sport athlete. Nice fake there by Donovan Smith. With a hand in his face, Jenkins hits the 3. And Snider takes the early 3-0 lead. You would expect Snider's going to get a lot of work from those guys. The feed up the floor to Moore off the steal, and the finish by Aiden Lambert. Nice ball movement between him and Jade Moore, and Snider takes a 5-0 lead. This is Blake Davison. He gets a screen from Troyer. Looks inside to him, now finds Allen at the top of the key. Allen kicks it back out to Aiden Rubel. Davison on the drive, puts it in. Soft touch off the glass by Blake Davison. And Leo is on the board for the first time in this game. Davison's coming off of back-to-back double-digit performances. 16 points Wednesday night against Wayne. That's going to be traveling, meanwhile, on Tyrese Brown. The Snider running back went into the season this year as one of 3 running backs that was expected to be used in Kurt Tippmann's offense at Snider. I say Kurt Tippmann's offense. Now, he is a former defensive coordinator. A little step back 3 here by Davison. That's no good. And the rebound pulled down by Lambert. Of course, Tippmann's had great success both as a defensive coordinator and as a head coach. That 3 goes over the backboard from Donovan Smith. And Leo will take over. Now, Leo, they had success on the football field as well. In fact, they've had a lot of success on the football field lately under head coach Jared Souter. He's also a very experienced head coach. He's a Leo alum. And not only has Jared Souter been successful as the head football coach here, but Gary Cogdill has been successful as the head basketball coach here. This is 19th season. He's won over 200 games in his career, and, of course, Leo is coming off that sectional title from a year ago. They get it to Troyer out on the wing. Troyer trying to get it inside. Oh, nice feed to Allen for the bucket. An early bucket for DJ Allen. He's come up short of double figures the last 2 times he's hit the court. Had 8 points Wednesday night, and then on Saturday the win against Southside, he had 9. That goes off the backboard. Brown's able to recover amongst the trees, and he turns it over. Davison finds Troyer. His shot off the glass. Troyer grabs the board and puts it home. I think that was Moore who had a shot at the rebound, but couldn't quite pull it home. And Leo takes the lead. They've scored the last 6 points of the game, and they come out in the zone. Backing things out is Lambert. Lambert will feed it outside. Moore off the fake. A pull-up jumper. Got it. Jade Moore. He hit a go-ahead shot in a victory over Churubusco a year ago. Again, he's one of just 2 seniors in the starting lineup for Snider. One of 3 seniors returning from the lineup as a whole. A drive to the basket, all hanging in the air is Davison, and he scores. And the lead right back to the Lions. We've seen what Blake Davison can do a couple of times in this past week. There's a long 3 by Jenkins. He's fouled, and the shot will count. Carson Jenkins with 2 triples already, and he's got a chance to make it a 4-point play. Gavin Groves gets called for the foul. And Jenkins just gets the shooter's touch on the free throw. Jenkins easily the leading scorer for this game so far, with 7 points already. There's a baseline drive by Rubel. Got it. Big bucket for Aiden Rubel. And the Lions staying right in the thick of things. A quick catch and shoot by Moore. His 3 rattles out. And that's off the hands of Troyer. Grant Brown will check into the game. He is the tallest athlete on the floor for Snider. He's listed as a guard, though, at 6'4". Jenkins gets it to Brown, and Brown's 3 is off the mark. And Davison was in excellent position to grab that board. Rubel able to catch the pass, finds Allen wide open. Troyer there for the putback. If one guy misses, the other guy is probably going to be right there to clean it up, and that's exactly what was the case on that last possession as Zach Troyer got the stick back. This ball out of bounds, last touch by Leo, and the Panthers will take over. We'll be at Snider tomorrow night for some girls basketball. Panthers taking on Warsaw. There's a shot fake by Aiden Lambert. Lambert got some good minutes off the bench last year, hit some pretty big shots, showed what he can do as a 3-point shooter. Good cut by Brown, but he missed the shot. Brown had the rebound. That's a jump ball. Possession arrow will give it to the Lions. And now Leo has a chance to reclaim the lead. Well, right now the official is talking with Jeremy Roush. Something to do with the assistant coaches, if I'm not mistaken. They're still talking even while the play goes. Screen set by Allen. They get it to him on the roll. Pass is tipped and stolen away. Aiden Lambert with the takeaway. There's one way to stop the big men is to force a turnover. Jenkins feeds it back outside to Jade Moore. And that's Jenkins, actually, who hits the 3. He is feeling it tonight. He's got 10 points already. That was actually Lambert, not who took the shot, Lambert who fed the ball on the other side as Allen gets the putback. Allen with 4 points here in the early going. And we've got 2:20 left to play in this first quarter. A tie ball game here at Leo. Both these teams 2-0 coming into play today. Jade Moore with the pull-up three. No good. Tipped in by Lambert. And Lambert has his first points of the night. And that'll prompt a timeout. Let's see who it was that called it. Might have been Snider who called it. I didn't see any signal as to who called it. And it was Snider. Now, while we have a chance, we'll go ahead and get in another word from our sponsors. El Azteca Mexican Restaurant has been a Fort Wayne favorite since 1973. El Azteca Mexican recipes are sure to tantalize your taste buds. Visit elaztecarestaurant.com. iCryo specializes in whole-body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza in Fort Wayne. And a good ball game so far. A nice little tip action there. Aiden Lambert was Johnny on the spot to get the second chance bucket for the Panthers. No doubt this is a good measuring stick for just about any team, especially when you're a young team breaking in a lot of new starters. Now, even a lot of these new starters had plenty of good in-game experience a year ago. This is Carson Hart on the floor. That ball is nearly stolen. Now Brown picks it up. And Jenkins with the bucket in transition. Jenkins have a night. Now that's his first made shot from inside three-point land, at least as far as shots from the field are concerned. But he's got 12 points in the game. He's a first-year starter, but he's gotten plenty of in-game experience off the bench leading up to this year. Troyer, no good. Got his own miss originally, then Brown ripped it away. And that pass is tipped, and Moore almost touched it, but wisely let it go. And Snider will keep possession up 4 with 1:11 to play. Panthers will get a substitution in the game. That's Elijah Davis. And he will give Jade Moore a breather. Brown to put it in play, and he gets it into Davis, so Davis doesn't take long to get himself a touch in this game. Now Carson Jenkins is the only player so far to hit a three for Snider, but he's got 3 of those. And he makes his move to the glass and knocks it down from mid-range. What a quarter for Carson Jenkins. He's got 14 points. And that one goes out of bounds. That was close to being touched by Jenkins, but apparently he let it go. And now it'll be Jenkins to bring the ball across the timeline. And for Snider, they don't have to take a shot right away inside the final minute. But they're called for traveling. I was just about to say, you can work the clock all the way down at this stage of the quarter. Try to close out the quarter with a made bucket, making an 8-point game. But instead, they turn it over. You obviously don't have a shot clock to worry about in high school basketball, not here in Indiana. This is Blake Davison across the timeline, and he's picked up defensively by Tyler Harding. That shot affected at the rim by Lambert, and they get it up ahead to Jenkins. Back outside to Harding. He slips it inside, and the shot is good by Lambert. Lambert, the guy who caused the turnover, cashes in off of it with the bucket on the other end. And here's Davison with the ball. And 3 seconds on the clock. Davison puts up the jumper. It is too strong. Out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter. Well, Snider off to a good start. Size disadvantage and all. They lead Leo 22-14. We'll be right back after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
This is an invitation to join a movement propelled by people who care and members who have a share in the place they bank.
Good morning, Sam.
So when you have the chance to get your first home loan, you know an expert will guide you every step of the way. Or when it's time to buy your new car, you'll be treated like more than just a credit score.
Good news, ProFed can get you that payment.
This is an invitation to a place where simply belonging can help enrich your whole community. ProFed Credit Union. You're invited.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
22-14, Snider with the lead over Leo. And of course, the Lions, as I've mentioned already, they have the size advantage over the Panthers, but the Panthers have been able to get some good shot selection, a couple of second-chance buckets as well. That pass is tipped, and that's one of the disadvantages of length. Now, that was number 15, Xavier Middleton, who knocked that one out of bounds. As you get up in the air, those balls go a little above your reach, and you knock them out of bounds. Now, Carson Jenkins has been putting on a show tonight. He's got 14 points. That's right, 14 points. And there's Grant Brown becoming a part of the show. And Snider's got its largest lead of the game. Driving inside, meanwhile, is Rubel, no good. And Tyler Harding comes down with the rebound, but he's going to be called for double dribble. I tell you what, I can't say I blame him for going after a loose ball on that baseline, but he was so close to the baseline, that ball looked like it was going out. He might have been better served to let it go. And he brings the ball up the floor. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's why he had the double dribble. But you inbound from the baseline, you give your team a chance to set up your offense. Allen able to rattle it home. Much needed bucket by the Lions. And DJ Allen has 6 points. He's almost matched his total from Wednesday night in the win over Wayne. Moore with the feed to Brown, was thinking about trying another 3-ball, but chose not to. And that ball is knocked out of bounds, and that will keep it with the Panthers. Xavier Middleton was the one who knocked it away. And now Aiden Lambert will check back into the game. Lambert has 6 points so far. Good start for him. It's been a good start to the season for him. He's been one of the top scorers for this Panthers team coming into play. He's actually averaging 25 points a game. That's a 2 if it goes. A little bit too strong. Lambert skies to get the board. Nice move. Counted and a foul. Aiden Lambert gets himself a trip to the line. Now, Snider has done a fairly good job on the offensive glass so far. Lambert helping that cause on that possession. Drew 2 defenders and faked them both out. And he knocks down the free throw. We got a lot of basketball left to be played, of course, but this is a heck of a start by this Snider team. Davison comes across the timeline. Davison around the screen from Allen. And that's almost stolen away. Donovan Smith tried to get the turnover, and there's a foul on the inside by Moore, and that'll send DJ Allen to the free throw line. It was on the missed shot. They call it on Lambert, so 2 free throws coming up for DJ Allen. He's coming off an 8-point performance the game against Wayne back on Wednesday. He is able to knock down his first free throw. Two for 2 goes Allen, and the Lions still very much in this one. Here's Carson Jenkins across the timeline. He's off to a hot start so far. Hasn't yet scored here in the second quarter, though. The Leo bench wanted a travel call. They didn't get it. Moore couldn't finish. And there's Lambert, Johnny on the spot to recover that one. Lambert trying to use the baseline. Good defense, though, by Davison. A catch and shoot by Lambert comes up short, and Allen gets the rebound. Davison has it tipped, and that went off the hands of Caden Miller. I beg your pardon, I believe that's Jackson McGee. It went off the hands of Jackson McGee. Come to think of it, that might actually be Caden Miller. He's listed as number 2 on the varsity roster, but Jackson McGee, who's on the JV team, has been wearing the number 2 the last couple of games. Caden Miller also plays football here at Leo. If I'm not mistaken, he is a running back for Jared Souders Lions. Little stop and drop and pull up by Lambert, but he's going to be called for traveling. A 10-point lead for the Panthers. I believe Grant Brown's 3 has been the only bucket they've been able to muster here in the second quarter. Here's Allen on the drive, and he gets fouled. I think they're going to say that was on the shot. They call the foul on Tyler Harding. It's the second team foul against the Panthers. So all of a sudden, Leo hanging around here, as Snider has just made one shot from the field so far in this quarter rather, and Allen gets it to a single-digit game. Matches his total that he had in the Southside game where he scored 9 points. And so far he's been knocking them down from the charity stripe. He's 4 for 4. Wide open 3. It's good. Tyler Harding. A big answer by the Panthers. He becomes the 3rd Panther in this game to knock down a 3-ball. They switch Brown on to Rubel. The feed inside. Troyer left alone, and he puts it in. Defender got in front of him, but couldn't knock the pass out of the air, and Troyer puts it home. 6 points in the game for Zach Troyer. 3-point shooting has been huge, though, for the Panthers. Oh, that was nearly a travel, and that's a takeaway. That's Davison who jumps the lane, blocked on the other end by Smith. Racing back the other way is Harding, and a foul called. Looks like it's against the Lions. It's on DJ Allen. That's his first of the game. And both Elijah Brown and Grant Brown will come into the game. Grant Brown, a junior. Elijah Brown is a sophomore. And here is Carson Jenkins off the inbound. Has not yet scored in this quarter. Brown off the catch and shoot. Had a hand right in his face. And a good closeout by Troyer. Here's Allen with only one guy in front of him, and Allen beats him. That's 12 points for DJ Allen. The pull-up jumper, and stolen away. Harding turns it over. And here comes Caden Miller down the floor. Shot fake by Davidson, goes into Troyer. Loose ball, knocked away, and Snider's got the turnover. Elijah Brown with no numbers, and that looked like it was off of Snider, and it was. Off of Lambert, and the Lions take over. And there were a whole host of white shirts in the area, but one of the few black shirts that was there, that's who the ball went off of. A 7-point lead for Snider, but Leo hanging around. Snider's led by as many as 12. Allen has it ripped away. He gets it back and finds Troyer. Troyer moves inside, count it, and a foul. Do not sleep on the Lions. Zach Troyer gets the bucket to pull them within 5. And Troyer could not knock down the free throw, but it is a 2-score game here in Leo. Harding gives this one up to Brown. Jenkins makes a cut. They get it to him on the inside, and he scores. That was a long time coming. Jenkins was feeling it, particularly from the outside early in this game. He gets his first points of the quarter there. But he's got 16 for the game. 2:43 and counting to go. Troyer, jump ball. That's going to give it back to Leo. I believe that's the first jump ball of this second quarter. The quarter started with Snider possessing the ball. Moore comes into the game along with several others, including Tyrese Brown. They get into Troyer, knocked away, and Moore's going to be called for the foul. This is scrappy defense being played by the Panthers. But that time, the Panthers give up the foul. That can happen sometimes when your goal seems to be to force turnovers. They get it back outside to Hart, Carson Hart. One of the recent entries off the bench. Back off the double team here. Rubel the drive. Got it! Big bucket by Aiden Rubel. 3-ball wouldn't go. Allen with the board. And all of a sudden, Leo can make this a one-score game. Lambert going hard after a turnover. Doesn't get it. And wide open inside is Troyer, but he missed. Hart couldn't put it in. Troyer rips away the board, and then he missed it. That was a golden chance for the Lions, and they don't cash in. Good ball movement to Brown, but couldn't put it in. A good contest by Troyer. They lofted up the floor for Carson Hart. He's met at the rim. Donovan Smith. That's knocked into the backcourt. Jenkins recovers. Moore just inside the three-point line, and Troyer grabs the board, and he was fouled. Donovan Smith came in to foul him. And that's the 5th team foul against the Panthers. And it has become a defense-dominated second quarter as we've got 1:29 to go. Davison across the timeline. He's picked up by Tyrese Brown. Davison looks to drive on Brown. Right back inside to Troyer, and he puts it home. Troyer with 10 points in the game. And he's cut the deficit down to 3. Snider was up by 12, but Leo now has a chance to come back. But Jenkins will put that on hold for just a moment. Inside the final minute of the first half, out to Rubel. He's got Jenkins guarding him. Clock down to 33. And Leo can hold for the final shot if they choose here. Oh, nice move by Hart, and he puts it home. And once again, we got a 3-point game. Here's Moore with a contested 3, and he knocks it down. Jade Moore with a hand in his face. And the Panthers go back up by 6. That's Moore's first 3 of the game. Davison on the drive, left it short. Time running down. He got it off, and that's no good on the shot by Middleton. Xavier Middleton almost scored on a prayer to end the half. It is Snider with a 38-32 lead as we go to halftime. We'll be right back after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
Excited about the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location where people know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Someday can be sooner than you think. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint pain, including outpatient joint replacements and personalized solutions. It's time to reclaim your life at Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in...
Think it. 38-32, Snider up at halftime over Leo. We'll go ahead and read the first half statistics for you. Leading scorer, not surprising at all, was Carson Jenkins. He scored 16 points total. Now, 14 of those points came in the first quarter, and then Aiden Lambert started to get it going there in the second quarter. He's got 11 points. Jade Moore with 5, Grant Brown and Tyler Harding with 3 apiece. They're just 2 of 3 Snider Panthers to hit a 3 in this game. Leading scorer for Leo is DJ Allen. He's got 12. He's already topped his season high so far. He had 9 in the Southside game. That's his season high until tonight at least. Zach Troyer once again scores in double figures. He's got 10 points in the game. And other than that, it's Blake Davison held to 4 so far tonight. Carson Hart with 2. Now, I mentioned that Carson Jenkins has had a big night for the Snider Panthers. We'll go and show you one of his plays on the Traction AP replay. He hit 3 threes in that first half. There's one of them, and dialing it up from long range. He dialed up a couple from long distance. As the game went on, we start to see a little bit more of Carson Edwards' game. Beg your pardon, that's the 3 ball, but we'll get another look at this next replay here. As he drove this one on the interior, actually kicked it back out, but eventually kind of off balance there, but he's able to knock it down from mid-range and pad the Panthers' lead. And despite the fact that Snider had a 12-point lead in the first quarter, Leo was eventually able to cut that lead down to 3. They cut it to 5 on this possession. DJ Allen was double-teamed, had a little trouble with the ball. He's able to recover, though. And it's Zach Troyer who makes his move to the bucket and puts it home. That would get it down to a 2-score game, and the Lions certainly very much in this thing. It's still a 2-score game here at halftime. Snider leading 38-32, but the Lions showed plenty of fight there in that second quarter. We'll see what the last 2 quarters have in store in just a matter of moments when we come back here on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole-body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
We are back here at Leo High School. Snider with a 38-32 lead over Leo. Getting a couple of words from our sponsors before we go any further here on SummitCitySports.com. Parkview Sports Medicine continues to lead the way in Northeast Indiana. Our specialized sports medicine team offers direct access to physical therapy and sports physicians in our new Parkview Ortho Express Clinic located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. No referral is needed, saving you both time and money. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more. And if you are a kid who wants to develop your basketball skills, or if you are an adult who has a kid who wants to develop their basketball skills, check out the Holiday Hoops Basketball Development Camp hosted by Always 100 Basketball. It goes Monday, December 28th through Thursday, December 31st. Morning sessions are 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Evening sessions are 4 to 6 p.m. To register, go online at always100basketball.com. For questions and more information, you can call Always 100 at 260-446-3251. And that takes place at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse in Fort Wayne, Indiana. When we last saw, it looked like Northrop and Bishop Dwenger, girls' game was tied at 25 apiece, so a good ball game going on over there between first-year head coach Kevin Clopton at Northrop and second-year head coach Steve Wiktorowski over at Bishop Dwenger. He's a very experienced head coach that the Saints have. Also a game going on between Homestead and Carroll. Carroll has the lead in that one, 32-24. Actually, 34-24. Looks like they 34-25. The scores keep coming, and Carroll with the lead over Homestead in that one. It's a big rivalry in just about every sport, and that's two programs that are known for success. Mark Redding, in his 9th year as the head coach at Carroll, been off to a good start. A couple of tough losses, but overall having a good season. Rod Parker, I believe, is in his 19th year as the head coach at Homestead. He won a state title back in 2017. And here at Leo, a good ball game so far. It started off with Snider jumping out to a 12-point lead. However, Leo has found the answer of late, and it has been the big men who have made the biggest impact, especially as far as points have been concerned. DJ Allen and Zach Troyer combining for 22 points total in the first half. The Snider guards have had a great game. They've done a good job moving the ball around the perimeter, largely avoided the turnovers, but the fouls started to pile up as the half started to wind down. Overall, it was a pretty clean first half as far as fouls were concerned. Neither team really got into the bonus at all, but Snider had a few more fouls as we got toward the close of the first half. We'll be right back after this break here on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Well, another score to update you on. It looks like our most recent update from Southside had the Archers leading the Snider girls 39-29. I'll see the Snider girls tomorrow night as they take on Warsaw. They're coached, of course, by first-year head coach Akilah Sims, a former college coach. Panthers are off to a good start, as are these Panther boys tonight. The Panther boys 2-0, the Snider girls 2-0 as well. Had a win on the road against Dwenger earlier this year, and looks like they're going to have to come from behind if they want to knock off Southside. Certainly not an easy thing to do. That's a well-coached Southside team by head coach Juanita Goodwill. The Snider Panther team has the lead as we get closer to the start of the second half, 38-32, but Leo has made it a ball game. We'll be right back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Empowered Sports Club, Fort Wayne's premier multi-sport facility and home to Empowered Volleyball Academy. With the deepest and most experienced coaching staff in the region, we've had a 100% college recruiting success rate for the last 6 years. Be sure to register for upcoming tryouts at our regular location and our new satellite program, Empowered OVC. If you're looking for a place where you can not only play volleyball, but call home, look no further than Empowered.
We're just about ready to start the third quarter here at Leo High School. Snider with the 6-point lead. They were up by 12, however, and Leo was able to cut into that deficit. And I only see 4 Panthers out there. There's the last one. It's Carson Jenkins. So Snider starts out the second half with the basketball, a chance to add to this lead. Like I mentioned, they've already led by as many as 12. But how can they handle the big men down low? Those two, Zach Troyer and DJ Allen, have been a huge force in this game. They've got plenty of talent, Snider does, and it is certainly possible to beat size with good athletic guards who make good decisions. Good decision there by Jenkins not to go for the three right away, but his shot wouldn't fall. Got a good look in close, but it wouldn't go, and Carson Hart racing back down the floor. He draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. Well, I mentioned the fouls started to pile up for Snider towards the end of the first half, and right out of the gate, Leo gets a transition opportunity that, though it doesn't lead to points right away on the floor, it does lead to free throws. May end up leading to points in the end. Carson Hart had just 2 points in that first half. And he cuts into the deficit, makes it a 5-point game. He goes 2 for 2. Closest Leo got the score in the first half was down to 3. That was after the Panthers had jumped out to that 12-point lead. Lions have had a lead today. They were up 8-7 in the first quarter. That was the last time they led in this game. Brown kicks it out. Lambert going to fire from downtown. No good. And the Lions once again with a chance to get back in this game. Davidson has it tipped. Troyer comes down with the board. Makes his move. And a foul is called. That's on Jade Moore, so that's back-to-back fouls and back-to-back possessions, and this last one featured an offensive rebound for the Lions. But Troyer couldn't connect. I believe this is Troyer's first trip to the free throw line, if I'm not mistaken. Now his fellow big man DJ Allen is 4 for 4 from the stripe, but Troyer goes 0 for 2. So in the end, Snider does get the stop. Back out to Moore. A shot fake. Brown drives to the basket, draws some contact. It's blocked. Zach Troyer blocks it and swings it up the floor to Hart. His basket is good. A 4-0 run to start the second half for the Lions. Edwards able to recover. Moore with a hand in his face. Hits a three. That's a big one. Jade Moore with his second triple of the game. He's up to 8 points. One of 2 starting seniors on this Panther team. And that's off the hands of Troyer right into the hands of Jenkins. That was probably an easy bucket if he catches the ball cleanly. Moore knocks it down, and that's another 3. Just as Leo had cut it down to 2, the Panthers get back-to-back threes from Jade Moore. Tough catch by Davison down there on the corner. They find Allen on the inside. He scores. Pull-up 3 by Smith, and that's off the mark. Carson Hart comes down with the board. Little shot fake, or rather a sidestep by Hart. He draws the foul. This half started with back-to-back fouls by the Panthers. This one was not on the shot, though. That's 3 fouls this half against Snider. Grant Brown back into the game along with Tyler Harding. We've got 5:24 to play in this third quarter. They get it into Hart. He gets a screen from Troyer. Hart down the baseline, finds Allen. He scores. Beautiful feed to DJ Allen. The assist by Hart. And that's stolen away by Aiden Rubel. Rubel 1-on-2, had it knocked away. Who's got it? Touched last by Snider. Leo will take over. And Jeremy Roush is going to call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. And with that, we'll take one right along with him on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
(44-40), Snider with the lead over Leo. The Lions were down by 12 earlier in this game. They had it down to a 2-point deficit earlier this quarter. And despite back-to-back threes by Jade Moore, the Lions have answered those. Here's the inbound to Allen, and he gets fouled. They're going to call Grant Brown for that one. And Allen will go right back to the free throw line. That's Brown's second foul. And Allen is able to cash in. He hasn't missed from the stripe. He's got 17 points in the game. And he's still perfect. 6 for 6 from the charity stripe for the big man, DJ Allen. That's blocked by Rubel. Recovered, though, by Harding. Brown drives the basket, kicks it back out to Moore. He'll pull up for three. Got it! 3 triples this quarter for Jade Moore. And once again, just as Leo was cutting into the deficit, Moore hits a big shot. That three wouldn't fall. Allen the board, and he puts it back. Well, Leo, by and large, hasn't been knocking down their threes, but when you got a big guy like DJ Allen who's got the size advantage over just about everybody, that can cure a lot of ills. Jenkins, the high rising shot wouldn't fall. And Davison gets the rebound up the floor to Hart. Has it knocked away. That's Jade Moore with the steal. Pull up three by Harding. That's short. Jenkins comes out to get the rebound. Harding's going to try again. This time he hits. Second time's the charm for Harding. Six-point lead for the Panthers. And here's Allen looking inside. He's got Troyer down there. And Troyer's had a solid night so far. They had Troyer double-teamed for a moment. Of course, if you're going to double-team guys, those guys ought to be quick to move as soon as the ball does. As Hart gives it up to Troyer, and he puts it home. He's going for the dunk. Didn't quite dunk it, but he still got the bucket. Moore was thinking about it. That'd be a long three if he had shot it. And not to mention you've got Allen able to put a hand right in his face. And nonetheless, Moore is able to knock it down. Now, Allen was able to get a hand up there, but Jade Moore had a good amount of space to go ahead and take that shot. I can't help but wonder if Allen's matched up against him defensively in the future, maybe he doesn't give him so much space. And Troyer is fouled on the entry pass. They call the foul on Jade Moore. They say he went through the body, and that's his third foul. And it looks like Moore is going to stay in the game. Moore has been heating it up this second half. He's got 4 threes in the half, 5 total. .245 to go here in the third quarter. Into Troyer. This is Groves with the basketball. He's got Jenkins on him. Screen set by Middleton. Screen set by Troyer. Tried to roll off it. Good job of Jenkins staying with him. Troyer has it knocked away, and Brown was able to recover. Apparently he didn't touch it while on the line. He was very close. That'll be worth another look as this game goes on. Brown might have been trying to bank that three in. It wouldn't go. Groves trying to beat the pack. He got it. Gavin Groves with a tough bucket. And he's on the board for the first time. Lambert trying to go baseline. His pass stolen away. Carson Hart gets the steal. It's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Their largest lead of the game has been 12, and that was almost turned over by Davison. Davison is fouled. Elijah Davis going to be called for the foul. That's his first. That's the 6th-team foul against Snider. It was not a shooting foul. However, the next foul will put Leo at the free throw line. Inbound to Carson Hart. Davison feeds it back outside. Groves the catch and shoot, no good, and Troyer gets the rebound. Nice move by Troyer, but he couldn't finish, and Brown rips it away. A little sidestep. That shot was blocked, and they're going to call a foul on Leo. It was on the shot, and that will send Elijah Davis to the free throw line. Blake Davison gets called for the foul, and it's been a rather quiet night for Davison. Just 4 points in the game. I don't know what the discussion was there between Jeremy Roush and the referee. All I know is Roush has Elijah Davis at the line right now, but he couldn't cash in on the first one. Davis has yet to score in the game. But he gets that one to fall. Groves gets a screen from Middleton. Uses the baseline. Able to get it to the outside. Hart on the drive with the reverse. Carson Hart gets it to go. And we've got a 4-point game here in Leo. Right back the other way comes Jenkins, and he was fouled. That foul's called on Davison. That's 2 fouls in a row on Blake Davison. And I believe this is the first trip to the free throw line for Carson Jenkins. But he's true on the first one. Jenkins with 19 points. He leads all Snider scorers, despite the fact that Jade Moore is making a push towards him, as Jenkins goes 2 for 2. Speaking of Jade Moore, he will come back into the game. Now, he's got 3 fouls, so he's going to need to be careful while he's out there. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Carson Hart running the point. Middleton wanted to set the screen. Here goes Rubel down the lane. And a foul on the shot, or was it before the shot? Kerry Cogdill trying to plead his case. They call the foul on Davis, and it is going to be on the shot. Check that, it's going to be before the shot, but it's 1-1, so Davison does go to the free throw line. He'll get another free throw after that make. Blake Davison able to knock down his first free throw of the game. He's got 5 points total. Two for 2 goes Davison. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Carson Jenkins with the basketball. He gives it up to Jade Moore. Moore has had a big second half so far. Here goes Jenkins. Moore off the catch and shoot. No good. He'd been feeling it, but couldn't get that one to go. Middleton back the other way. Loose ball. It went beyond the reach of Allen, but he saves it, and then it's stolen away by Harding. And Lambert takes it to the bucket. Aiden Lambert with 11 points in the game. But now Leo can take the final shot of the quarter. Tough shot and a foul. That was a late call. It's going to send Aiden Rubel to the free throw line. Well, every call is a judgment call at this level, but that certainly looked as though it was all ball. We'll get another look here on the Traction AP replay. Here's the drive by Rubel. Maybe Harding got a hand on his wrist or something, but it's hard to tell from there. Rubel comes up short on the free throw. Well, earlier this half, Zach Troyer missed a couple of key free throws. Went 0 for 2 on his trip to the line, although Rubel is able to knock down one of his. That's a 3 from the half-court line, and it doesn't go. A 58-53 lead for Snider as we go to the fourth here on SummitCitySports.com. Well, it is 58-53 here at Leo. It looks like the Snider girls have gone final over at Southside. Trying to find out what the final score was of that game. But here at Leo, Snider in this boys basketball game leads at 58-53. The Snider team has no returning starters. Leo has 3 returning starters who are healthy. And Allen with a tough shot on the inside. Allen has been a huge force for the Lions in this game. He's up to 22 points, by the way. Jade Moore has been a huge force for the Panthers. That's a 2 from long range, but Moore nails it. $19 points for Jade Moore. He's one of the top scorers in this game for Snider. That's almost taken away. Good recovery by Troyer. And a good recovery, meanwhile, by Hart on the long pass. Allen comes to set the screen for Davison. He's had a quiet night in this one, but a big bucket there by Blake Davison. 8 points total, his first points of this half. First points of this quarter, that is. Jenkins, little pull-up from the free throw line, and it's good. Jenkins not afraid to fire. And I tell you what, despite the fact that Jenkins was knocking him down from 3 early, he's not shooting a lot of contested shots. He's getting good looks. He's creating good looks, in fact, and just about any look is a good one for Zach Troyer, especially when he's got the size advantage over everybody. Troyer has 14 points in the game as he tries to help will his team to victory against this young, scrappy Snider squad. That was a good decision there by Grant Brown. Wanted to shoot the 3, but it wasn't there. Harding had a good look, but couldn't knock it down. Davison comes down with the board, and Leo can make it a 1-point game or tie it. They'll make it a 1-point game with DJ Allen. 24 for Allen, and Leo is within 1. A pull-up 3 by Brown, that's too strong. He hit a 3 earlier in this game, but that one wouldn't go. We've got 5:40 to go, and Leo has a chance to take the lead. Allen swings it inside to Troyer. Easy look for Troyer, and the Lions have the lead. After trailing by as many as 12, the Lions are back on top. And a timeout is called. We'll take one with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
63-62, Leo has taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. They were down by 12 in the first half. But they have come all the way back, and the big men have played a huge role in that. DJ Allen with a bucket moments ago. He's got 24 points to lead all Lion scorers. His fellow big man Zach Troyer has cashed in 16. This is Aiden Lambert with the basketball. Tries to get away from the double team and finds Jade Moore. Now Jenkins has it. Throws it off the foot of Rubel, and that's a kickball. Well, it looks like we have an update of a final from Southside. The Archers defeat the Lady Panthers 65-61, so the Snider Lady Panthers suffer their first loss of the season. The Panther boys hoping to avoid a similar fate. Jenkins with the pull-up, that one's short. He's knocked down a couple of mid-range shots tonight. Almost had the steal there. Lob up the floor. Allen's wide open. And he puts it home. He's got the size advantage over just about everybody. And he's got 26 points in the game. Moore was fouled on his way down the baseline. And Jeremy Rouse trying to settle Carson Jenkins down. Jenkins got off to a great start in this game. He had 14 points in the first quarter alone. He's got 22 for the game as a whole. And here's the inbound to Jenkins. Jenkins gets it across the timeline. Hands it off to Moore. Moore was thinking about the three. Harding gets by the defender. It's tipped and stolen away. Troyer got a hand on it, and Allen was there to recover. Hart backs it out. This is Davison waiting for the screen. Davison goes down the baseline, lays it up and in. Blake Davison, quiet for most of the game. He's now got 10 points. And that's no doubt his biggest shot of the game. A foul called on the inside. Looks like that's going to send Aiden Lambert to the free throw line. Still 4:07 to go. There's plenty of time left on the clock. But some huge free throws coming up for Aiden Lambert. DJ Allen was called for the foul. It's the fourth team foul on the Lions. And do the Panthers have a run in them after a 12-point lead has gone away? Lambert missed the first free throw. Still got one more left. He hits the second one. A full timeout has been called by Snider. Well, while we have a moment, we'll go ahead and show you the bucket that gave the Lions the lead here at Leo High School for the first time in this half. A good feed to Troyer, and almost got right above the rim. Just had to flip that thing up above the rim to make the shot. And Troyer having a big night. He's got 16 points. His buddy DJ Allen's also having a big night. He's got 26 points. And the Lions have erased a 12-point deficit. This is an experienced Lion team. And obviously Troyer and Allen, you expected them to be a factor in this game. They've got the size advantage over really everybody on the Snider side. And they have certainly been that. This Snider team has played great so far. But no doubt they're going to be tested toward the end of this game. Can they create good opportunities for themselves and for their teammates? Credit where credit is due. Carson Jenkins, not only has he scored 22 points in this game for Snider, but his shot selection has been really good. He was feeling it from downtown early in this game, but as the game went on, you started to see him make some good decisions when those defenders started to close in on him. He hasn't taken too many contested threes in this game. So that's one thing that I'm sure Coach Rouse likes about his play. Davison was thinking about the three. Contested shot, and they're going to get Jenkins for the foul. He can't believe it. I always say it, every call at this level is a judgment call. Now we're going to look at that last one as soon as this free throw is shot, and it's made by Davison. Another look at that last play. Might have made a little bit of contact, but wouldn't say a whole lot there. Davison goes 2 for 2. He's got 12 points in the game. He had a quiet first half, but he's hit some big shots here in the second. Over to Harding. Just thinking about the three, and now he'll direct traffic. Moore off the catch and shoot. Too strong. Ripped away by Lambert, and then he has it knocked away. Davison eventually came up with it. I think it was Rubel who got a hand on it. And Allen missed the reverse. Troyer could not tip it in. Allen rips away the board and scores. DJ Allen taking over here in this second half. Out to Harding. Harding kicks it out. Brown able to hit a huge three to keep the Panthers in this one. 71-66. Blake Davison brings this one across the timeline. Davison looks to drive. A drive by Hart, and he's fouled. The shot counts. Big time shot by Carson Hart, and he'll go to the line. Now, Carson Hart has not been a big time scorer for most of the season, but he's got 10 points in this one. It's been a great team effort by the Lions. And how about this? We got overtime basketball over at Carroll between the Chargers and the Homestead Spartans. Carson Hart now with 11 points, and it's an 8-point lead for the Lions, their largest lead of the game. Snider had led by 12. Jenkins was thinking about the three. And good ball movement around the perimeter to Brown. Moore off the fake. Tough shot, and gets it to go. Spins around the rim and in, and a timeout going to be taken by Leo. It's a full timeout. We'll take one right along with them here on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
74-68 with 2:05 left to go in regulation. Jade Moore did just hit a big shot moments ago to keep Snider in this one, but Leo, after being down by 12, has come back to take the lead. They've led by as many as 8, and it's been the big men who have been the dominant force for the Lions. DJ Allen with 28 points. Zach Troyer, who's right now on the bench, came up with 16 for this game. Beg your pardon, he's actually got 14. And this is going to be Leo ball. Looks like we'll see some full court pressure from Snider. Little fake pass there by Rubel. He gets it into Hart. Hart drives, kicks it to Allen. He finds Rubel on the inside. Right now, Leo trying to milk some time off the clock, perhaps force Snider to foul, and that's exactly what they do. Aiden Lambert with the foul there. We got a fun finish brewing over in Carroll as Homestead now leads that one 48-46, and it looks like they just added to that lead. I believe Ryan Dellinger's got the call for that one, and I'm sure he's having a fun time covering that one. I'll be at Carroll tomorrow for a 2:30 game. The Chargers taking on Northridge. Tell you what, if they lose to their rivals, they'll probably have a bitter taste in their mouths. Davison missed the free throw, by the way, but he hits the second one. It's a 7-point lead for the Lions. Here's Moore on the drive to the basket, left hand. He's got it. And Snider, don't look now, but they've cut it down to a 5-point game after the missed free throw a moment ago. Still a minute 38 to go in this one, and Jade Moore, he's turning in a nice performance, 23 points. This is a guy who was a frequent player off the bench last year for the Panthers, and he's got 23 points in this, his third game of his senior season. And he's one of 3 seniors on this Snider team, one of 2 starting seniors, the other being Donovan Smith. Haven't seen a whole lot from him this second half. We'll come back after this timeout here on SummitCitySports.com.
Empowered Sports Club, Fort Wayne's premier multi-sport facility and home to Empowered Volleyball Academy. With the deepest and most experienced coaching staff in the region, we've had a 100% college recruiting success rate for the last 6 years. Be sure to register for upcoming tryouts at our regular location and our new satellite program, Empowered OVC. If you're looking for a place where you can not only play volleyball, but call home, look no further than Empowered.
75-70. Snider had led by as many as 12 in this game, but they are down 5 with a minute 38 to go as Leo tries to go to 3-0 on the season. Try to make it 3-0 against the SAC as a whole. That ball's knocked away. Who touched it last? That's Snider ball. Off of Rubel. And if Snider gets a bucket here with a minute 33 to go, this is going to be a one-possession game. Unless they go to the free throw line and only make one of their shots. And now it looks like we're going to get a explanation, I think. Referee goes over to talk to Kerry Cogdill. He'll explain to him what went on. That certainly looked like it went out off of Leo. And now Cogdill will make a substitution as he sends in Cameron Groves. Carson Jenkins to put it in play for the Panthers. He finds Moore. Whistle blew before the shot, and it was a foul against the Lions. Carson Hart called for the foul, and that takes all of 1 second off the clock. Now the next foul will put the Panthers at the free throw line for 1-1. Jenkins has it blocked, gets it back, pulls up, hits a jumper. We got drama in Leo. It's a one-score game. Loose ball. I think Jenkins touched it last, and he did. Still a minute 14 left to go. Now, if Snider were to foul, that would put Leo at the line for double bonus. Both teams getting subs in. The assistant coach had to make sure that both Brown and Davis checked in at the scorer's table before they went in the game. Aiden Rubel trying to put it in play. Long inbound. Loose ball. Moore almost caused the turnover. And a timeout taken by Kerry Cogdill. Only question there is I'm not sure if Davison even had possession of the basketball, but they give him the timeout, a 30-second timeout. And with a 75-72 score, we will be right back.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Carson Jenkins just hit a huge shot moments ago to make this a 3-point game. It was right after Jade Moore hit a shot that made it a 5-point game. Rubel drives, flips it out. Who touched it last? It was touched by Snider. Moore thought it was touched by Allen. It was close, but it's going to be Leo basketball. Aiden Rubel will put it in play. Snider trying to get at least one more possession. Drive to the basket by Davidson, left it short. And Tyrese Brown able to avoid the turnover. Baseline drive by Davis. Jade Moore going to fire from downtown, and the game is tied. Coming up on 45 seconds to play, and Kerry Cogdill calls a timeout. And are we going to see one coming down to the buzzer? Jade Moore, a game-tying three. And we have got 45.1 seconds left to play. Leo was down by 12 and came all the way back to take the lead, and it was a long route to get back to the lead for the Lions, with Zach Troyer hitting the go-ahead shot. But moments ago, Jade Moore hitting a game-tying three to help the Panthers have a chance to either get a stop and force overtime, or who knows, they may force a turnover here. We've still got 45.1 seconds left, and, Leo, they don't have to take the first shot they get necessarily. But if they get a good look, you got to imagine they're going to take it, especially if that happens to be Zach Troyer or DJ Allen who gets a touch. And I got to believe that both of those guys will probably be in on this next possession. Troyer hasn't committed a single foul. Allen has only committed 2, so a pretty clean game by both. Allen has scored 28 points. Troyer has scored 16. It's going to be Leo basketball. We'll see if they hold to the final shot. But again, if they get a good look with either Allen or Troyer on the interior, they might just let those guys take the shot. They get it to Allen. He's well away from the basket. Now he drives and kicks it back out. Rubel close to the timeline. He's able to stay away from it. Jenkins guarding him, down to 30 seconds. Hart hands that one off to Davison. He's a good option to take the shot here. Was quiet in the first half, but he's come on strong here in the second. We're down to 15 seconds on the clock. Rubel hands that one off to Davison. Down to 8 seconds. Davison's going to let it dribble out. It's going to be game winner or bust. Davison off the glass. No good. And we are going into overtime. 75 all here at Leo High School. And we will have overtime here at Leo between these two 2-0 teams. The Panthers and the Lions going at it. Back after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
About the place that it put us, and the quarantine hit, and we knew we had guys that were going to work hard at home, but just the idea that we could get a lot of them together working hard at a location with people that know what they're doing was really beneficial. And I think that training did a great job for those guys to kind of get the ball rolling for them, and they came back in the end of June, early July, and it's like they hadn't missed a beat. They were flexible, they were fast, and ready to lift and run and start playing football, so it was a huge benefit for us.
To gain an edge on your competition, it starts with a free one-on-one performance assessment. Call 260-266-4007. Parkview Sports Medicine. Become more.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
We are about ready to start overtime. Jade Moore and Zach Troyer to tip it off at half court. And that ball is tipped close to the baseline, but the Panthers get the inbound. That's Lambert who chases it down. And Carson Jenkins, he of the 24 points scored in this game, hands this one off to Lambert. Lambert's had a good game himself. Oh, good recovery there by Moore. We play 4-minute overtimes here in the state of Indiana for high school basketball. A pull-up jumper by Jenkins, and he knocks it down. Carson Jenkins adding to his big night. 26 for the junior guard. Hart able to tie the game on the other end. Snider had no returning starters coming into this game. Had no returning starters coming into this season. Jade Moore on the drive. Counted and a foul. Jade Moore, the senior, gets himself a trip to the free throw line. 28 points for Jade Moore, and he's been money from downtown. Hit a big game-tying three not long ago, and that rebound pulled down by DJ Allen. How much of a difference could free throws make here in the overtime period? Zach Troyer missed 2 free throws on a trip to the line in the third quarter. If either of those free throws go down, we're looking at probably a much different finish. We're just a minute and 13 seconds plus into this overtime period. Troyer nails it. Blake Davison fed it to him. And we are tied once again, 79 apiece. Little shot fake there by Harding. Lambert in a crowd puts it up. Oh, couldn't get the roll. That would have given Snider the lead, but now Leo has a chance to take their lead. Their first of the overtime period. 2:15 to go. Davison picked up by Tyrese Brown. Down to 2 minutes to go, and since you don't have a shot clock to worry about in high school basketball, Leo could take this all the way down if they wanted to. Instead, Davison couldn't finish. Who's got the ball? And Troyer's going to come up with it. The big man wins the battle, and Davison gets the bucket. 81-79. As Davison creates, or rather, Troyer creates the second chance opportunity. Here's Lambert, the handoff to Jenkins. Jenkins the pull-up, not this time. Tipped around, Davison has it. And now the Lions with a chance to add to their lead. Double team comes. Allen feeds inside to Rubel. Rubel off the glass, it's good. As the Lions try to close this one down. Pull up three by Moore, too strong. Rubel with the board. And back down on the other end, it's DJ Allen for perhaps the final nail in the coffin. 3 by Moore, that's no good. Rebound ripped away by Hart. They lofted up the floor for Moore. Or for Allen, rather. Wide open is Troyer. And now Leo looks like they've got this one in the bag. There's a step-back 3 by Lambert. He knocks it down. And don't go away just yet, folks. 87-82 as Lambert, with very little time left, is able to hit a 3. I believe that's Lambert's first triple of the game. He's got 14 points. But how about the job to potentially close this game out by the Lions? It was a second chance opportunity with the game tied that gave the Lions the lead. We'll go ahead and show that to you right now. Blake Davison couldn't get it to go. There was a long battle for the rebound, but Troyer was able to win it, fought through just about everybody. Almost a no-look pass there to Davison. And that's the shot that gives Leo the lead here in the overtime period. 23.6 seconds to go. Meanwhile, they're in double time over at Carroll High School. The Chargers have a 56-55 lead, and I'm seeing a time of 2:15 on the clock. For this one, we've got a time of 23.6 on the clock. Well, this will be Leo basketball, and if Snider commits a foul, it's going to be double bonus for the Lions. Inbound to Davison. He's double-teamed, and they do foul him. So Davison's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Snider foul number 1. Jenkins is second. The team's 10+. Davison at the line shooting 2.
Well, for Leo's next game, they're back here on Tuesday to take on Bishop Luers. That's another game against the SAC. All their games have been against the SAC. And then Snider will play their first conference game of the season a week from tonight against the Wayne Generals. Both free throws good for Blake Davison. 89-82 as we're down to 17 seconds to go. Jenkins spins around. He had Moore right behind him. I'm surprised he didn't get him the basketball. That shot no good. Troyer rips away the rebound. And then Moore tries to return the favor to Davison, but he commits the foul. I believe that's Moore's 4th foul, and it is, so he's one away from fouling out of this game. And we've got 5.8 seconds to go. I mentioned the Snider girls lost at Southside tonight. That Southside team's probably going to challenge a lot of teams. Juanita Goodwill, a very good head coach, and good luck trying to guard Lamaya Woodson. I tell you what, I had her in Southside's game against Northridge. She was tough to guard for everybody. She just used that big, long wingspan of hers to get one offensive rebound after another. As Blake Davison is going to put this game on ice. Jenkins across the timeline. He's going to pull up at the buzzer. He hits the shot, but it's going to come up short of a comeback victory for Snider. However, speaking of comeback victories, that's exactly what it is for the Leo Lions. A final of 91-84. The Leo Lions go to 3-0 on the season. They knock off this young but scrappy and talented Snider Panther squad. Well, Snider jumped out to a 12-0 lead in the first quarter. Not a 12-0 lead, a 12-point lead in the first quarter. But Leo was able to come all the way back, thanks in large part to their big men, Zach Troyer and DJ Allen. Allen, the leading scorer for tonight's game, he comes up with 30 points. Troyer comes up with 20. The two big men combined for 50, and Blake Davison, despite a slow start, he comes up with 19 points, and the eventual, shall we say, game-winning shot there in the latter moments of the overtime period. And we'll go ahead and give you the official score results for this game right now. Leading scorer for Snider was Carson Jenkins, given 26 points. Actually, leading scorer for Snider was Jade Moore with 28 points. Jenkins finished with 26 points. Aiden Lambert chipped in with 17 points. 6 points for Tyler Harding, a couple of threes for him. Tyrese Brown and Grant Brown had a couple of threes of their own. For Leo, DJ Allen was the leading scorer with 30 points. Zach Troyer with 20. Blake Davison, I mentioned earlier, had a slow start, just 4 points in the first half. He finishes with 19 in the game. Carson Hart came up big tonight. 13 points for the young man. And the Leo Lions go to 3-0 on the season. They will take on Bishop Luers 4 straight SAC games. Actually, they've got 5 straight SAC games to start the season. They were actually supposed to play Heritage tonight. That was postponed, so they play Snider instead. And Leo, certainly glad they did. They come up with the victory, 91-84. They'll play Luers next week. That'll be on Tuesday. And the following Tuesday, they'll be right back here to take on Northrop. And for Snider, their next game is going to be their first SAC game. In fact, they'll have back-to-back SAC games in the coming weeks. They host Wayne a week from tonight at Snider High School, and then they will host Northside 2 weeks from tonight at Snider High School. Well, for every game, we give out the Parkview Sports Medicine Player of the Game Award, and tonight that's going to go to none other than, well, actually, we're going to go ahead and split the honor. It's going to be DJ Allen and Zach Troyer. Those two combine for 50 points, and they prove to be a big-time force on the interior. So DJ Allen and Zach Troyer are your Parkview Sports Medicine Players of the Game. So that's going to do it from here at Leo High School. Leo wins it 91-84 over Snider. For Deontay Davis, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Leo. You have been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.